Hello everyone, welcome to a new video from me. Wiedlef is my name, and today I wanna share with you my personal opinion about the 8 kingdom in my KVK2 in a ranking list based on open field strategy and activity. And at the beginning, you see here a picture from the kingdoms. I guess it was a picture from the PKVK. I don't have a newer one, and where you see the power and the key points. So let's gonna say that from power, 38 is the strongest one, and 36 is the weakest one. All the others are around 35, 36, 37 billion power, and have that in mind. Have that in mind. From the key points, 36 is around 300 billion power key points, and 29 is with 256 billion key points with number 2. Okay, have that also in your mind. Let's jump into ranking, and number 1 is, I guess everyone knows who it is. Yeah, it is 2338. Obviously, I think you all know why. But for the new ones who maybe didn't watch the KVK so much, let me explain why I think 38 is on number 1. So basically, overall, the complete kingdom was having a very high activity. And in my opinion, it was already looking like KVK 3 or maybe already Season of Conquest. They have multiple locations where they have fight. In culture, they have at the beginning alone, they fight alone against 37 and 29. And a very good point, what I saw when I saw 38 fighting, they was having a very great coordination. Like, if you directly view their movement, when you see that everyone knows when to go in, when not like, okay, some players didn't hurt to the markers, but basically everyone was following the markers. And yeah, from other kingdoms you didn't saw that so well. Of course, you also saw from them, like from 47, from 41, from 36, they have also make murder boards. Yeah, every kingdom has made murder boards, but in my opinion, 38 was having the best coordinations, not only on the open field fight, also when and where they have to fight. Like I said, they have multiple locations where they have fight. Also, after they got the level 5 pass from 37 and 29, they was having more fights. Like, at the beginning, it was only culture, but later it was zone 5 from 29-37 and in Okori. And yeah, so that's why I think 38 is number 1 in that KVK2, and I guess everyone can agree on that. Let's jump to number 2, and that is, in my opinion, 2347. So why I think 2347 is number 2. So first of all, yeah, they was having only 2 very high active alliances. It was FH47 and AH47. Of course, they was having also some lower alliances, but they got really fast pushed back. And also they have fight in zone 5 against 2342. And later they have fight against 2345 and 2341, where basically only the alliance from G41G. But days later, they have also fight against C41C. And yeah, they was also having good coordinations in the fight, like 38, but not that well. And yeah, they have fight with a really high very high activity for days. It was like over time, mostly the same activity. Sometimes, of course, they got less activity, but mostly they was having a constant high active And yeah, that's why I think from the 8 kingdoms is 47 number 2. So the next place maybe will confuse some of you, but I'm gonna explain you why 2336 is on number 3. So first of all, we need to remember that 36 is the weakest KD from power. Okay, they have like 4 to 5 billion power less than the other kingdoms. If you gonna choose the picture I have shown at the beginning for that video, okay? And for that power, they got a very nice activity and also having more activity on the open field fight like other kingdoms, okay? And we need to remember that power, yeah, of course, 4 billion. 4 billion is a full low alliance in that KVK2, okay? Like, they have, there are a lot of players, so maybe around 50, 60 million or lower, you know? And that says something, okay? That is actually one full alliance of migrations, okay? And don't underrate that. 4 billion to 5 billion power, it's a lot. It's a lot in KVK2. And with that less power, they got a huge activity. They have pushed. They was mostly stronger than 2345. And if we gonna go back on that picture and look at 2345, that 2345 was mostly number 2, 3, 4, something like that. You see that 45, 42, and 37 are like all at the same power. So basically 45 was having 8 billion more powers than 36, and 36 was they just have pushed them back over time. They got multiple times the pass from 45, and they have shown for the weakest kingdom and from power that we should not underweight them. And but here comes again, they got multiple times the pass, but then they was not having enough to push them completely back. That was the problem from 36, and that's why I said the 4 billion or actually 8 billion, 6 billion, whatever, it makes a difference. We have saw it. They can push back, but not constantly pushing back, because 45 had pushed back then with more marches. But 36 was overall, in my opinion, stronger than 2345. And now, just think about the option. What would be if 36 would have the same power, like let's say 2345, that they are also like around 38 billion power? What would happen then? Like, what do you think, guys? In my opinion, if 36 would have the same power like 45, in a Curry, they would have over 41, 45. But we'll never know it. We never know it. We can just think about it. And yeah, that's why I think 36 is number 3 on that list. Let's jump on number 4. So on number 4 is my kingdom 2341. Why I think 2341 is on number 4 in the middle. Well, overall they was having a good activity, but actually I have expect more. To be honest, I really have expect more, and like from H41H, they was fighting very good. I was in that fight. I have shown you how they was fighting against 37, and they did very well. It was amazing. And oh shit, I forgot here. G41G was, in my opinion, holding the ground in the Curry against 2347. They was really holding the ground. against 47. They was fighting against FH47 and AH47, and they was fighting at the same time against 4 alliances from 47. They have also fight against 3 alliances from 47 and 36, and I have it on live stream. You can rewatch it, and then you understand why I say G41G was holding the ground in Okori against 47. Let's jump to number 5. And number 5, in my opinion, is 2345. So, why I think 2345 is on number 5? We need to say they have fight constantly. With a good activity, not the best activity, but it was a good activity. They have shown that they can push, that they can fight, but for one of the strongest kingdoms in that KVK, I have actually expect more. I have really expect more, and yeah, that they got pushback in a 1v1 from 36. I don't know. Like I said, from 36, they are weakest KD in that KVK, and yeah. But we need to say, 45 did well. They have fight for days, but like I said, they was having problems with activity sometimes, and that's why they got pushed back from 36. And yeah, that's why I think 2345 is on number 5. Let's jump to number 6. Number 6 is 2337. Where maybe some of you have expected that 29 will be in a higher placement or over 37, but in my opinion, 37 did better than 29. And yeah. Also, it was for me hard to choose if 37 or 45 should be on number 6. But then I remember that 45 had fight for days constantly, and 37, like how I say that, they was fighting for 1 to 1.5 day in culture, very very good against 38 and H41H. That we need to say. They also have have defense their level 5 pass for over 1 hour against 38. I'm gonna show you here down there right now the screenshot, and where you see that it's a huge report. It's a huge report. Over 4 million deaths from 38 and over 6 million deaths from 37. It was a huge fight at the pass, and that's why I think it's one reason why I think 37 is on place 6 and better than 29. Also, they have already shown in the zone 5 that they can push back 38. It was, if maybe you remember that live stream, but there was a 1v1 at the beginning between 38 and 37, and yeah, 38 have pushed them overall back, but 37 have shown already in zone 5 that they have the power, that they have the activity to push 38. And it was already in that zone 5 fight already huge. And in culture it was then more huge for 1.5 day. But then, after that 1 to 1.5 days of fighting in culture, they disappear. They teleport out, they stop fighting, and then, like I said, they have defended their pass. And then they was always also again away. I don't know, I didn't saw them fighting. And then they was back for a couple of hours in Curry fighting, and when they was gone away again, when they was in the other zone, zone 5 named Matcha, and yeah, then was the civil war between 37 and 29, and all that reasons, that's why I think 37 did better than 29 and deserve number 6. Okay, number 7, 23, 29. So, well, how do I start that? I guess we all expect more from 29. They are the second strongest KD in kill points. And what I heard before the KVK starts, and also before the pre-KVK starts, that 29 is very strong and they will win the KVK easily, and etc. etc. But what we saw then from them was like only fighting a couple of hours, then away. Fighting a couple of hours again, and away. And that's all the time. Also, they was making some decisions where I think like, why? Like the most decision which we all like have a question mark in our mind are why they have fighting that early against 23-42. They was basically running out of culture and porting down there against 42 instead of fighting with 37 against 38. And that's something where I still thinking about why they did that. Like, why? I have no idea why they did that. Like, I can completely understand if 42 would have pushed that hard that they are close to the level 5 pass from 29. Obviously, they need to port down there and push 42 back. Completely understandable in that situation. But 42 was only a couple of flags out of zone 4 and in zone 5. And they was hours away from the 29 pass, level 5 pass. That was hours away. And there was so much flags between them and maybe the structures in zone 5, and I have no idea what was the reason behind that idea to say, okay, let's go down against 42 and block them again in zone 4. Also, if they have just pushed out of some flags. I don't get it. And I guess that question will never get answered. Also, why I expect more from 29 is, like I said, they are the second strongest KD from kill points. And in my opinion, more kill points means more fighters. Or am I wrong? I don't know. I don't know why they was having so less activity on open field, right? Yeah, they was from power the second weakest, but from the kill points, they should have more fights. They should have more fighter on the open field. And also that everyone have said 29 will win that easily. 29 is so strong. They will beat 38 in 1v1. And then was that. But yeah, obviously if they would have fight constant, they would be in my personal ranking higher. And number 8, I guess everyone knows who it is. It is 42, sorry, my bad. So why is 42 weakest KD in my ranking list? Well, first of all, they was having a bad strategy in Zone 5. First of all, they have fight a 1 vs 2 against 47 and 36. And then, after that fight, they said, okay, let's go against 29, a 1 vs 1, after we have lost already so much. And then they dropped out of Imperium. After, let's say, 1 day of Zone 5 opening. They have already dropped out of Imperium. And why is that so bad? That they have so dropped out of Imperium so fast means that they have lost a lot of power. That means they have lost a lot of resources, beat-ups, and that means they have lost a lot of troops overall. And to lose already so early so much troops that you dropped so fast out of Imperium is not good for the mid and late game fights, like Zone 6 fights. We saw that in the live streams from me, that 42 got, if they have break out, they got all the time pushed back because they don't have that much troops left. Obviously, if they have fight so much in Zone 5 already, then they cannot fight that much anymore. But we need to say, 42 at the end, they have shown that they can fight. They can. Sometimes they really have shown that they can fight. But like I said, it was just unlucky that they have made a so bad decision at the begin of Zone 5. And yeah, that was my personal rankings. Of course, guys, you don't need to agree on this. It's just my personal opinion about the 8 KDs in my KVK2, and was just my idea was just to share it with you, and maybe we can discuss about that in the comments. I would like it, and yeah, I wish everyone a great day or a great night, and Happy New Year, guys. And yeah, see you soon in the next one.